Good morning, afternoon and or evening, my sexy compatriots. This is the cup of coffee that you all know and love, Minty Coffee. If you look around at Mr. Slin, Array 7, Menazit, or any other Manic Medic main, you'll find a plethora of videos going on and on about heal orders and priorities and whatnot. Yet I don't think I've ever seen a video that does this same kind of tier list, but for health packs. To which we'll look into today. Health packs in Team Fortress 2 are a pretty sought after resource, and a big part of map knowledge is knowing where the biggest health packs are on each map, and being able to control these locations whenever necessary. Health packs typically serve as emergency boosts, not meant for consistent healing like medics or dispensers, ergo, you won't typically go for health unless A, you're dangerously low and have no healing sources nearby, or B, self-sustaining when roaming. With these two factors in mind, I'm going to go ahead and show an on-screen visual of a health pack priority chart. Keep in mind that the primary factors are roaming capability, self-sustain capability, and dependence on consistent healing sources like medics and dispensers. At the top of the list, we have the medic. Naturally, he has no constant source of healing other than dispensers, because he can't heal himself, and his natural self-heal is not nearly reliable enough for quickly regaining health, particularly since even the tiniest hit will reset your health per second. Since his role is so vital to the team in any given situation, keeping the medic alive is your team's utmost priority, so allowing him to go for health packs as much as possible is the best thing you can do alongside protecting him. Following medic, we have Soldier. Soldier's mobility has always signified him to be the quintessential roamer in Team Fortress 2, so naturally, health packs are most often going to be the Soldier's source of health. It's quite varied though, because if playing a pocket Soldier, then Soldier would most likely rank far lower. But since roaming is far more prominent in Soldier's meta, his health pack priority sits comfortably at a high level. Next up we have Spy, who is pretty simple to surmise. Spy spends most of his time behind enemy lines and away from all his team's sources of healing, so relying on health packs to keep up his game is pretty standard. Not much more else to say about him really. At just above average priority, we have the Scout. Scout's capability as a roamer is often unparalleled, even being able to put soldiers to shame since Scout does not have to trade health for his movement. However, Scout also has a slew of self-sustaining options at his disposal, one which, unlike soldiers, do not adversely sacrifice core tenets of Scout's kit, and as such, his priority is just about average. Sitting just below average health pack priority, we have Demoman, the frontal class for any team's combo and seldom seen as a roamer, since any kind of uber tier movement costs Demo a lot of health. Demoman starts the soon recurring trend of medic dependence rather than health pack dependence, often being the primary pocket pick during a push, leaving a Demo little need to actively seek out health packs outside of an emergency situation. Further down, we have the Pyro, who is also pretty simple to surmise. Pyro's roaming capability certainly was given some polish post-Jungle Inferno, but it is still unsurprisingly feckless compared to the likes of Soldier and Scout. Furthermore, Pyro lacks any real self-sustainability in most situations. If using the back scratcher, Pyro would probably sit much higher on the list, but for a combo Pyro, they can rely pretty well on extinguishing allies for a nice burst of 20 health each, and if doing this at all, will most likely be near an accompanying medic to begin with. In the middle of the lower priority bracket, we have the Heavy Weapons guy. An interesting case. Some might argue that because Heavy's massive health pool allows him to get more health from packs than any other class, that he might be higher. However, Heavy is among the most important medic pockets and also often takes with him very strong self-sustaining options like the Sandwich or Delica's Bar, all of which can be regenerated with even the smallest of health packs, leaving Heavy to rarely need to search out bigger ones unless in a real emergency. Near the bottom of this percentile, we have Sniper, another simple case. In the most optimal situation, Sniper will be at long range behind his team, meaning if he does need health, he will have a clean route towards his dispenser or medic for a quick pick-me-up. Further building on this point of long range, if a sniper can keep at this range and not face much harassment from enemies, then he will not typically take enough burst damage to warrant actively needing health packs. And last but not least, we have the Engineer. Pretty simple again really. Engie can not only build a reliably healing dispenser, but he can haul it at about anywhere he likes, meaning he has no need for constantly keeping locations of health packs to mind because he can head back to his dispenser spot at any time if necessary. To conclude, what we see is that it is typically combo classes that have lesser health pack priority and roamers plus support classes that have higher priority, save for a few exceptions. What this really tells us is that classes that are designed for frontline combat and being in the thick of the fight are the ones who should rely more on their medics and dispensers rather than health packs, while roamers and lone wolf classes who work alone are typically the types to captivate health packs. Keep this in mind, because it is important to know the right choice to make in the moment as to whether you, as a sniper with 100 health, or a nearby medic with 33 health, needs the medium health pack that is close to both of you. That's all from me for now. This has been the cup of coffee you all know and love, and as always, I shall see you next time, my sexy compatriots. Bye!